Welcome back. Greg Jennings and Doug Gottlieb in for Whitlock and Wiley. Mark Schlereth and Jason McIntyre are still here. Let's move to Tampa, where the Buccaneers picked up Jameis Winston's option for next year, which will cost them $20.9 million next season. Tampa has made it clear that the team still believes in Jameis, despite the fact that he has yet to make the playoffs in 4 seasons since being taken #1 overall. Doug, will the Bucs regret sticking with Jameis Winston?
No. I mean, I think, look, they're pot committed to Jameis Winston. The option being picked up, it's more of a problem to go out and try. They have so many other issues. They got to try and find the next head coach. They got to fix their defense. They got to fix. They have other issues to work through. Is he great? No. Did he have off the field issues? Yes, numerous ones. It should be pointed out that the one that he sat 4 games for dates back to 2016, and since then he's quit drinking. And they've obviously seen on a day-to-day basis that he really is bought in. He earned the right to be the starter. The perfect example is you look at Ryan Fitzpatrick and how it was Fitzmagic, and then all of a sudden it came back down to earth. That happened twice this season. Whereas Jameis Winston, though he turns it over a lot, is somewhere in the neighborhood of the 18th to 22nd best quarterback in the National Football League. Is that great? No, but you can live with it while you worry about fixing the rest of your team and maybe finding his heir apparent or maybe seeing if he continues to mature and improve with a new coaching staff.
I completely disagree. You can't live with that because your expectations for Jameis Winston have been much higher, and he has not produced on the field, let alone off the field. I'm not going to even touch his off the field. Yes, I am. When you have to. You have to.
Course,
because when you look at this position specifically, which we hold in high regard and we understand this is the most important position in all of football, in your quarterback, if I can't trust him walking outside of the facility, let alone in the facility, what do I have? I have nothing. So I might as well, I'm better off starting from scratch and saying, you know what? And honestly, I think it would be better for Jameis Winston in his career to be humbled with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers moving on from him.
You don't think he was humbled by it?
No.
Oh,
he got benched.
No.
I know he did. He got benched, and it was Fitzmagic, and it was all about it. Look, the reality is that they wouldn't have put him back in a position. They were better off not playing him at the end of the year, right? Because had he gotten hurt, they would have been locked into this deal anyway. And they would have had to pay. They would have had to pay him, much like what happened to the Jaguars last year, where all of a sudden you pop up with the surgery and you end up having to rework your quarterback's contract. I think staying there, though I understand the idea of hitting refresh and starting all over, sounds like a great idea. Earning people's respect enough to earn back the starting position and earn that extra year shows you that he's gone above and beyond.
So the Bucs are a disaster. I'm going to offer some free consulting. Stick with Jameis Winston, right? Just 1 year, $20 million. Play the first 8 games. Let's see how he does. He actually finished okay this year. If you guys watch closely, they were competitive. And if it's not working out next year, you just bench Winston, you're done with him, and you tank for Tua or Justin Herbert or one of these good quarterbacks coming out. I don't see a problem sticking with Jameis. I know he's not a face of the franchise, but the guy's only, 24 years old, turning 25. I don't love him, but I think you can give him a chance.
Well, I think the issue that Greg has, and Greg is 100% right, his play on the field has mimicked his actions off the field. It's undisciplined. And so can you be disciplined? When you watch him over the last 4 years, his rookie year, he completed about 58% of his passes. The next year, 60. The year after that, 62. This year, about 64% of his passes. He has improved. The problem is the decision-making that he will throw it into a team meeting. And that is kind of hero ball, if you will. I will tell you, he's gotten better. There's no question that he's gotten better. He still makes too many mistakes, but at $21 million, you can turn over the cushion in the owner's office of the couch and find $21 million. I mean, that's what $20 million is.
Yes, but who do you replace
ultimately,
him? Who do you replace him?
I'm saying. That's why I'm saying you keep him.
Yeah, no,
like $21 million is not $1 million in this league is. I know it's a lot of money, but it's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing.
And so he continues to improve his accuracy. He has to be better with his decision making. But I'll put a lot of decision making on that coaching staff. Like you are enthralled with your passing game, as you should be, because Mike Evans is unbelievable. Deshaun Jackson will lift the top of coverage even as an older guy. You look at Godwin and what he's done this offseason. Humphreys is a guy that just busts on the scene with about 70-some-odd plus catches. He's been great. They've got tight ends. O.J. Howard was hurt, but Brake can play. You get both those guys back. You have just gotten so enamored with throwing the football that you've actually increased his propensity to make mistakes. So you have to get more. That's one of the reasons they have to change the coaching staff and figure out where they're going from here. They have to support their quarterback better as opposed to just letting him in critical situations make mistakes.
All right, to Green Bay, where the